I started looking at options as to what works, whether it's good enough for me to give it to her. And I felt that there was a little bit of a lack from what I wanted her to be using and what I found in the market.
Today we have Deepika with us, founder of Dipsy. Let us hear her story of Dipsy and how she has started it. Hi Deepika, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Abhishek. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Tell.
Yeah. So tell me about when and where, why did you start Dipsy?
So Dipsy started when a couple of things happened together, actually. So I was entering a phase where I was looking at options for my own skincare journey as I was experimenting. And my daughter became a teenager, so she started experimenting as well. And, us parents, when we have our children come up and ask things, we do extra research, more
I
so
know.
than it is for our own. So that's when, I started looking at options as to what works, whether it's good enough for me to give it to her. And I felt that there was a little bit of a lack from what I wanted her to be using and what I found in the market. So
Right.
that's when the idea to go back to school to learn to formulate and then learn what's happening, understand it, and create my own brand, something that I am proud of to use myself and I'm comfortable giving it to my kids as well.
Understood. My first curious question was from your bio, dipping your feet into entrepreneurship. What
Yes.
finally pushed you to jump in?
Um, so this is one. And two, I think it had come at a point. See, when I was growing up, I always wanted to own something of my own. And I think it was also the right time for me to make that shift because I was just coming out of a brand where I was working with. And I said, let me put all these experiences that I have with,
Yeah,
15 plus years in the corporate world. Let's put it together and do something that I'm truly proud of. And yeah,
right,
so I think it's just a natural progression from where I was to where I am now.
right. And why skincare? What was it a gap you spotted or something? As you already mentioned, it was a personal problem that you have,
Yep.
faced. Was it
Yeah.
anything else that wanted to target skincare?
Uh, See, yes, it is a personal journey as well. I think all of us find a gap somewhere in different industries. For me, this was a little bit more interesting because for me, as a person, I'm very curious as well. And I needed something to learn. It needs to keep me interested and keep me on my toes. And I felt skincare was something in that line.
Is your heart? Yeah,
So it kept me curious, it kept me asking questions, and it kept me um, let's say invested in learning more, and that really interested me,
makes
and
sense.
hence skincare.
Right. And what is the name about? Where did it formulated from?
Yeah, so when I was looking at the name as to what I wanted to name the company, I wanted it to be something unique, of course, and something that spoke to me as a person and spoke to the identity that I was trying to create for the end consumer as well. So Dipsy,
Hmm.
in fact, is a childhood nickname which my sisters gave me when I was, probably
Oh,
my daughter's age. Uh,
right.
so it came at a point where I was trying to find out who I am as a person. And I think it led to who I am now. Being experimental, being adventurous, asking
Right.
questions, never settling for anything less. So the name kind of embodied all of those principles, and I felt it was a perfect name for a brand as well that I can bring in. And it's a short, quirky name, and I'm sure people who look at it also go like, okay, double take it, like skincare brand called Dipsy, really? So it's a win.
I think it can't be more personal than your name as the brand's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like you yourself in the brand.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course. And I hope the consumer also feels that I'm representing or they are being represented through the brand as well.
I think they definitely would. And I see that you come from a design background.
Yes.
How much does that shape on how you're building the brand versus the product itself? Product takes a different game, but the brand takes a lot of your design brain into it. So how is that helping you?
See, as a design person, we're very creative, right? Anyone in the
Yeah,
design field will tell you the same thing. So we look at a very small thing and we get inspired by it. I think that's
yeah,
huge advantage for all of us, and I think I bring that in. To give you an example, one, the colors. If you see all of our brand coloring and the way we speak about Dipsy,
yeah,
it's not a traditional skincare color that you will look at, right? When
yeah.
you look at a natural skincare brand, you look at browns, greens, earthy
Greens,
tones.
blues. Yeah,
Exactly. Ours is bright purple,
yeah.
right?
More
It's
like a fashion brand.
exactly because purple to me is luxury, it's
I
creativity,
know. I know.
it's indulgence. And
Right.
that's exactly the kind of product that we are. So these are a lot of little things that make Dipsy Dipsy. In terms of the product, if you see someone like me, for me, looking at something small and making it bigger is something that we learned in fashion as well. And MaliMali, our first product, is based on coriander. It's not something
Okay.
someone would have looked at and said, okay, let me make something out of this. Coriander is something, even when we see in a dish, we'll take it and throw it on the side. It's like an afterthought, but it's
Yeah,
there in every dish. So
yeah.
these are like everyday things that, inspire me. And that I think comes from a creative background.
Right. And also the logo feels like a fairy tale, like a cartoon fairy tale wavy. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's indulgent. It's supposed to be calming and soothing. Generally, waves and smooth lines give you that feeling. It gives you a comfort that's not rigid. So, yeah, that's
right.
the idea behind it. And if you see
The
all of our designs as well, right? We are a gender neutral brand. So, all of our designs will have both men and women in it.
right, right. So I spent the last half of the decade with brands and helping them grow and all of that. So when the first thing I feel a lot of founders get wrong is with the brand language and what they want to put out. That is what 90% of the founders get wrong with it. And how do they, convey it to the consumer? So I feel you have when I have seen your brand, I really felt what you want to convey it through it.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that. But
And
yes, there's this
that was because I think that is because of your designer brain in it.
definitely, yes, it's experiences, right, that we've come up
Right.
with. And though Dipsy launched in November, there
Hmm.
has been almost 3 years of work that went into it before we even launched. Right from getting the brand trademarked to
Hmm.
getting companies sorted, to get my formulation right, to get it tested. So
Right.
there's a lot of back end work that I had done, and I'd made sure my systems and my, like you said, the design language is in
Yeah.
place, because I don't think any consumer would like to have to come into a website or socials and find a very confused brand and not understand what it is that they're talking
Exactly.
about. So I think that's important, and I spent that time
Yeah.
because I felt that's what builds trust at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. We could see that. You have nailed it, I would say that.
Oh, thank
And
you.
and coming to, I mean, this is a very, uh, a deep thought of mine that skincare in India is overcrowded, in terms of lot of brands coming in. Okay. What if, I mean, what is Dipsy's differentiator and how do you communicate that, without sounding like everyone else?
Yes, the market is very crowded, not just in India, globally as well.
Globally, yeah, yeah,
But we are a country and we're a world with a large population, right?
yeah,
So we all have our own little consumer base. In
yeah,
terms of what makes us different, we're gender neutral.
mm,
We are a luxury brand that does not put you into a pocket, so to say, that this is you and this is what you need to do. I'm not telling you that you need to be controlled or put into this particular category. I'm Dipsy tells you that anybody is okay. Texture in the skin is okay. Uh, Different shades in our skin is okay. It's special,
yeah, yeah,
and we cater to all of that. So we speak to you about being comfortable in our own skin and being accepted for who we are and just being the
Right.
best versions of ourselves. So I think that's what sets us apart. And the fact that we rely a lot, no, we rely completely on Indian botanicals. So all of our
Hmm.
Indian, we are a 100% natural brand, as you know, and
Hmm.
all of our botanicals are from the Indian continent.
Okay.
We do not, tell you that something from South Africa is better, something from America is better. Everything in our own backyard is what works best for us. Our nannies
Right.
and our mothers grew up with it. We are backing it with science and telling you this is what works.
Right.
So if you are living in a humid country, the trees and the plants that grow around you is suited for that environment. So of
Right.
course they give you all the benefits and the goodness that your skin needs to live in that particular environment. And that's what we believe in. So I think these are what a few of the
Right.
points that set us
Right.
apart.
Right. What are your if I would ask your star products or the ones which you have really nailed it in terms of market requirements?
So right now we have MaliMali, which is our day, night, and primer together. Day and night moisturizer. It's also a makeup primer.
Okay. Okay.
So currently we have only MaliMali. We're launching the second product in a couple of weeks' time.
Mm-hmm.
So we believe in not overcrowding the market, but getting people
Right.
used to one and then moving on. Because skincare is basic steps. There's no point in doing 200 things at one shot
I
because
know.
nothing is going to work at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
give your skin time. So
Right.
MaliMali is, like I said, based on Indian ingredients. It's based on coriander, neroli,
Right.
mango butter,
Right.
and kokum butter. So
Right.
I'm not sure if you even heard of it. It's
No.
a king of butters. It's
Right.
India's pride and joy. So in fact,
Okay.
kokum was one of the most used butters in India, especially, or Asia also,
Oh.
I would say, before people realized that shea butter sounds more exotic.
Right. Right. Right.
So it's an amazing, amazing property.
Right. I mean, I would like to try it once. But
Definitely.
are you? Yeah. But are you like targeting the Indian markets or like global markets? What's your vision
Uh,
towards the brand?
my target, of course, is the Indian market and the Indian diaspora outside of
Mm-hmm.
the country
Yeah.
because,
That is a huge market again. Yeah, I know.
yeah, it is, of course, a huge market. And like I said, right, each of us has our own target audience. And
Yeah.
I feel the Indian community is someone rather who I want to serve. So
Right.
this is my target audience.
Right. Right. And when you bring back the old, essence to our, current lifestyles, I feel that is more, you know, uh, you can connect a lot with our Indian founders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and there's a little bit of nostalgia as well, right? When we bring back
exactly.
forgotten Indian ingredients, there is a bit of a nostalgic reference that is played.
As a consumer ourselves, we connect to it a lot.
Exactly. And I think when there's an emotional connect to a product, we appreciate it more.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct. And I I can see that you are also a marketer. What?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
So, what was, I mean, where were you into marketing and how do you find it harder or easier to market your own brand now then, being a marketer?
Oh, definitely harder. Definitely harder. But to answer your question, yes, I was in marketing. I was in marketing for a food and beverage brand, so a chain of
Okay.
restaurants. It's a different consumer market altogether. It's more of a numbers game there. But
Hmm.
I think my love for the Indian ingredients started there, right? Because I started working closely with some of these ingredients. And if you see, even skincare ingredients, 90% of them are edible.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's where the connection also came in.
Oh,
Reason why I think it is harder to market Dipsy than working for somebody else is when you're working for somebody else, you have a playbook that comes in from someone and you're just executing a vision, right, and
right.
making it work. When you're doing it for yourself, you have to create the vision and execute it and live up to the high standards you've set up in your own head.
Right.
So it's a little bit more tricky to solve.
I get that. When you said that, most of the ingredients are edible, the first ingredient which got into my mind was turmeric.
Turmeric is another fabulous skincare ingredient.
Yeah, yeah. We
It's
use it in our, dishes, and we have
exactly,
seen a lot of, our ancestors using it on the skins and all of that.
yeah, another multifunctional product. Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
what's the one thing most skincare brands get completely wrong about marketing to Indian women? I would like to be more specific in that.
What do you think they get wrong?
Yeah.
Melanin.
Okay. Can you take us a little bit deep into it? What?
Okay, so there are a few brands who are getting it right, or who are starting to understand it, I would say. But
Mm-hmm.
as a skincare industry, India is still evolving. We do take a lot of pointers from what's happening in the West and the East.
Okay.
Korea, for example, as well, if you're looking at the East side. So we do not talk a lot about melanin rich skin like we have in Asia, in India, and we
Mm-hmm.
don't test for it. So we never consider it as part of a conversation, especially for Indian skin. So
Right.
that is something I think that is missing, which I would like to see more conversations around. Because if you,
Hmm.
I'm not sure if you would remember when skincare first entered the Indian market, it was
Hmm.
always you need to become fairer. You need,
Fairer, yeah.
yeah, so
Aspirational to look fair.
aspirational. Even at one point, it became a conversation even for the men that,
Yeah.
you need to get
Yeah.
fair in order to be
Yeah.
handsome.
Yeah.
So I think that mindset is still prevalent in our country,
Hmm.
unfortunately. That's something we need to change. And I think it starts with conversations that we as brands talk.
Put it out. Yeah. 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 Right. And where are you finding your first real customers? Is it through community or is it through paid marketing or organic? What's your go-to market strategy?
My go-to market strategy would be friends and family, close events.
Oh,
So for a company like me, a brand, a skincare brand, for us, texture and visual appeal is very important.
exactly.
So I can get a customer to try the product, to feel the texture. It makes a lot of difference. So
Makes
community
sense.
events, closed community events is something that really helps for us. And it also becomes a talking point. So when you come in, see, for me, or rather for Dipsy, culture is a big part of the brand that we are talking about.
Right.
So for us, the community event works because most of these events are spread around or centered around a particular cultural event or a group or community. So
Right.
that really helps because again, it's an emotional connection that pulls
I
you in.
know. I know. I was coming to that point since it's being a skincare brand. Every consumer wants to test it on the skin and feel it.
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
is your vision towards getting into offline stores and experience store, or how do you want to take it to be
definitely.
more experiential?
Of course, that would be the dream. That
Yeah.
is the dream, but it's a little further down the line. I would say a couple of years
Yeah.
down the line, because in order for me to create an experiential store, I need to have the footfalls of people coming in, and of course, I need to have a larger portfolio of products for people to come
Exactly.
in and experience multiple things. But yes, that is definitely part of the larger picture.
Yeah. I think you can also place yourselves in a good marketplaces like I have seen there's something called as Broadway in Hyderabad right now where they have good skincare brands like global brands which they put in the trial version for the consumers. You
Yeah,
can try it there. So
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
before that you can also place yourselves in something like that.
Definitely, that is one of the options. So maybe
Yeah,
offline,
yeah,
I'll get the number from Broadway for you
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to them
yeah,
as well.
definitely, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And what is that, one skincare brand that you genuinely admire and why?
A lot of them actually, but top of my mind, I'll say Asof. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Taste
Uh,
of. Okay.
they're an Australian-based brand. In fact,
Okay.
they were the first gender neutral brand that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So in a lot of ways, they have inspired me.
Okay.
So they are again completely natural. They speak a lot about tight formulations with not too many, too many contradicting ingredients together. Simple
Right.
formulations that are really effective.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of the philosophy that I follow in Dipsy is based on my own experience using their products, and I hope in
Right.
a day sometime.
Inspire from them.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. And one last question to close this off is, what's your vision for Dipsy for the next 3 years?
Next 3 years is to have a fuller product line, a tighter product line. Right now, we are only with face. I would like it to also expand into body and hair as well. Hair is a
Right.
different angle I'm yet
Market.
to
Yeah.
explore because I've not yet learned enough, I think, to get into that. So yeah, I think 3 years down the line, I envision a much larger portfolio of products for Dipsy and hopefully a couple of offline stores as well.
I'll tell you something which I've seen in the beauty or the skincare market in India from the consumer side. We are not precautionary. You know, whenever you talk to someone, they if they started losing hair, then they'll go to the dermat and ask, hey, what I have to do. Or once if they see acne on the face, then they'll go like, hey, what I want to do. It's already damaged. You have to be precautionary. And I think that awareness should be there in the market, that you should have a lifestyle to get, to have a proper hair or skin, for yourself. And that
Yeah,
awareness lacks is what I feel.
I would I would not say awareness lack. I would say it's a bit more of a lax. We're okay experimenting, like you said, but the minute something goes wrong, we're okay to even see the doctor. But there is also another group who would start with the dermat and then understand what their skin needs and then start experimenting based on that.
Yeah.
So I think it's two sides of the coin, and invariably, even if they start with an issue and go to the dermatologist, they come back, to I would say off the counter products,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
as well. Once they understand what their skin needs,
Mm. Mm.
so yeah, I would say it's a
Take two
lack.
sides of the coin. Yeah. And I mean, it was great, talking to you, Deepika, and thanks for your time with us.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you
And
so much.
hopefully we'll get back to you maybe after a year or a year and a half, where you guys have
Yeah,
grown and you have more stories to talk about.
of course, we will
I'll
definitely
see
do
you.
that.
Sure,
See
I'll
you.
see you. Thank you.